Oh, how's everybody? We're back. We are back, and I think we need to restructure our boat. Every good project gets to a point, especially when it's your first project in a program that you're learning, gets to a point that you need to restructure based on what you learned. And we're still learning, so we might still have to restructure, but that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so the SOP create. We're gonna make a brand new thing. This is gonna be, I don't know if this is the perfect way to do it, but short boat in bottle. Bottle itself is whatever. In the ocean though, we have a bottle subnet. Copy that. Go into our boat in a bottle, and we can paste this. That's one subnet. That's just the bottle. I mean, the cork's not that special. I think we collapse to a subnet. Make this cork. Okay. Cool. To start merging some things, like the actual bottle and the cork. Is this copy and paste? No. Hello, I had something different selected. Transform. You are selected. Copy. No, it will not copy for whatever reason the transform. It will only paste the cork, which is such so annoying. There's copy parameter. Paste parameter, I guess we like literally need to do that. Copy. And paste values. Good. Okay, so there's boat in a bottle, which gives us the bottle and the cork, and we need this part. So we copy us a boat hull, which I think is the most advanced one, and we throw that in here. Can I copy paste this? Nope. Unfortunate. So we need, what is this, material library? Nope. Yeah, what is that material library? How do I even find that? What are you? Why are you named differently than what your name to summon you is? That is a dumb cringe. I don't have words for how dumb that is. And besides dumb, so we go with dumb. This doesn't have a plus on it. How? Where's the one with the plus? Can you only do that here? If so, I don't know if this is going to work anymore.
Hi.
Hey, Gav. How you doing? What are you up to? Material, but then how do you material? Whatever. I'll ignore it. Take these. When you linked on Discord, I might have missed it. Oh, I also forgot to announce things. Oops. Oh, yeah, I saw that yesterday. Yeah, Marvel Rivals, which is doing really well right now, from what I understand, is still... So they just laid off all the US staff, or a large number of people off the US staff. Good. I mean, I kind of understand dumping your American staff, because the American government administration right now is absolute trash. Like, I get that. It's sad, but totally understandable. But terrible news for the games industry. You hate to see it. It doesn't need to happen. I'm on a DM. Ooh, no, I didn't see this either. I definitely didn't see this one. Oh, wow. Okay, so they are putting a hard limit for storage. Interesting. Okay. It kind of makes sense. I do wonder if there's like less than 0.5% of streamers are over 100.
Hall low, hall low, hall low, low dot 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 hall hall hal 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 hello low 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 low.
Hello. How are you? See, I kind of wonder. It makes sense because Twitch is probably spending a lot of money on servers just holding past streams. And there was no cap. And now they're putting on a cap before it becomes a bigger problem for them. Totally makes sense. Sustainability is good. It's very interesting that 0.5% of the people have already been over the limit. Does that affect you, Gav? I assume, no, just curious. That's a lot of content. Can I like copy? I doubt this is gonna go well, but I'm gonna try it anyway because I'm a fool. Yeah, it definitely didn't work. Let me transform. And then we'll just need to copy and paste everything. Program's great. Love this. I'm sure it's just me missing out on some knowledge, but you know. I'm also going to say they're missing out on being sensical. It's primitive. Why is there no primitives? Why does everything feel very different? Whatever, fine. And
I don't know what to do about tar when it hit.
I mean, when you hit it, will probably be a while. And then, you know, delete the highlights that aren't as important. And just start keeping the highlights that have memorable things in them. Where you actually defeat an important boss, or maybe when you defeat a game. Why every time? Oops. This one.
I wish Schadenfreude would make me feel less bass, though I want to say that Mersins deserve what they voted for. I feel bad cause it feels like blaming the rape victim.
True. True. Yeah, I don't know what to do with it. Terrible situation. But there's always a chance that he'll get impeached. You know, there are repercussions for your actions, and hopefully repercussions, cause and effect, means something. You know, it has in the past. Not for him, just in general. You know. But man, is it a mess. But I totally get it. I heard a streamer who was from America and recently moved to Canada. He does not usually talk politics, but he had an opinion on I don't know, some sort of booing that happened at a hockey game, and I was like, it's fine to have an opinion. It's just weird that his opinion immediately went from like, I used to be American, to just clearly like neutral. Like he would never admit being American at any point in time. Just obviously this is what would happen if XYZ. That interesting. Okay. Not even upset. Like I get it. Just interest. All the people from here either disassociating or trying to fight issues, and then from abroad, you know, still being affected and still trying to disavow. You can't get away from it. Okay, wait. Can you merge all this? Okay, that took some doing. Okay, we can copy that, put that into here, and then we'll probably like rearrange that a little bit so that way we can have the bottle. This part right here is going to be the Boolean. And I think we're going to cut the storm. I would think. Anyway, Kroji, what are you up to today? Besides making way too much art. Way, way, way too much art. Judgmental face. Okay, so then all of this becomes a subnet. There we go. So we have masts, we'll have a boat hull. Just combine together. Not quite. I really hate having to copy and paste all this transform data. I don't know. It's silly. I want to copy a stupid node. Okay, and base value. Why do I make a brand new one and it has some dumbass values that I had from the last one? Did it not update? It has the same shitty UI issues. You know, it's fine. It's fine. Though it is more proof that Houdini is not perfect, or maybe possibly extremely imperfect. Maybe does not deserve all the smoke blowing up its own ass. You know what I mean? Oh, good. Why are you like that? Don't know. Don't know. Fascinating. And this just moves it down a bit, like the whole thing. Fine. Transform. Negative 0.5. Love that for you, masts. Love that.
Today, I read about UV, an extremely fast Python package and project manager, written in Rust, and coded one specific hexagon composition to generate random color combinations, in a web page.
Ooh, so Crouch, you've made infinite, potentially infinite art pieces now. That's infinitely too many. But how many off from a set number from infinity? That's for you to decide. So wait, a Python package and project manager written in Rust. I mean, can the universe just end already? Like, the jokes are just too much. All right, I can't handle it. The memes, they're just not for me. Oh, you're upside down. Why were you upside down? It's so interesting for you to take that course of action. Why are you so big? Oh, that says that was all negative. Oh, because it had a rotate 180. Did I miss the rotate 180? Probably. Boom. Good. Say cool, but I don't know if I'm 100% feeling that yet. I think the ocean might be the thing that really helps make it more worth it. So dumb. You can't even click down the breadcrumbs because a parent breadcrumb will bring you to the child of a child. How? How are they this dumb? Like, make something that works instead of something that does some weird monkey bar, Tarzan, vine to vine bullshit. You know what I mean? Houdini just has too many arbitrary bullshits. I cannot abide. Can I get this whole thing into... nope, that's probably going to be an issue.
I let the internet calculate it and it came up with 48,000 combinations. There were some factorials in there, but I guess 47,900 are crap cause they're random, but the very, very random might be good.
I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot just to get maybe 100 out. If I'm understanding correctly. Okay, well, you're going to share the site with us, or is it a secret site? Do we just have to randomly guess letters until we finally manage to guess the right web address? Can you at least tell us the extension? Where is it? Is it .com? .art? .xyz? Okay, here's an ocean. I don't remember what plugs into what. Oh, well, you know what? I think did it break? I think it broke. It has severed some connections and it has not reconnected them to a localized context. Well, I love it. I love it when a program just breaks. Okay, so this is in the ocean. Wait, did we not have any of this? Maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe we're in the sub. Hold on. Yeah, we're still in the broken state. Come on. Undo. So I put them into the merge. And then the merge goes nowhere. Good. Good for me. That was great. Okay, so if it has no external sources, then
Well, you can type this in a browser address bar, art.dangersglebmark.foo. Hi 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 ha 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 ha.
good one, Crouchy. I still want to see it though. You know I can't help the clip remarks, Crouchy. It's not fair to think that I can or insinuate that I have any control. I don't. If my mouth opens, it just spills out. I can't help. Yeah, sure. Disconnected this thing, you're going too. Shove it all in that thing. So this might still break. So we need this and the second bottle. And those go into a merge. Oh, they're labeled. Sure, I'll take it. Yeah, right. Excuse me, I think that's good. Weird. Okay, so wait, the bottle worked? But the boat hull didn't. thing, and then there's the boat hull, and I see the issue, I think. Oh, why does that duplicate? Looks like it's more in place. Hmm. This becomes slightly annoying. And by slightly, I mean very. That's definitely too high. Does the boat hull not have the boat hull that I really want boat hulled? Are you different? Then if I go to this guy and I go into this boat hull. It is. Oops, okay. Alright, this is easily fixable. We just need a different boat hull. We have one that we actually, I think, fixed. I hope. Okay. I think we do it like this. Okay, that's the number we put in here, and then we'll be back to hopefully where we were before. So that's like merging everything. That's the ocean. Hello, why you break? Oh, but then you still have some sort of form. Oh, is it the bottle? Because the bottle, we don't know how to material properly. Why does it now look like it might be able to material properly? Alright, wait, what did you do? Could have sworn you had a name somewhere. How do you know what material you are? Unless, I don't know. How do you know what material you are? Why is there no light? Because we're in the create. But then, don't you material here? Why would you not material here? Why do this one does have a name. This name? Okay, really, where's the D glass? Uh, uh, Nope, I already forgot it. MTLX material, right. So obvious. MTLX material. Do I just do this? I did this. Aha. Wait, where'd the cork go? Cork exists. Cork is there. Cork is gone. I don't know, or something like that. I just need another material? Wait, also, what is that? What's up with the discs going all the way down the bottle? Like that doesn't have any, It's fine from one direction. What's going on? I've never seen those discs before in my life. And my cork is gone. Cork, I believe in you. Wait, that doesn't even have the material on it. Why doesn't that... What? What is this? Is this just because of this? But I can't tell. I don't see them. Feels like the material's doing some weird stuff. Maybe it's just a rendering thing with the material. Oh, that broke everything. Delete that. That never existed. So yeah, this is tricky. But where's the cork go? It's just in the merge, right? Okay, fine. Maybe fine. We just need to make a new material. How make a new material? We have to make it in here. What do you have by default? Like nothing interesting. Where's mounted? Give me mounted. Rocks? Oh, sure, rocks. Oh, I guess that's not how you do that. Oh, this is not the same? Where did D class come from? Edge class, but no D class. This is probably a trap? Yeah, some sort of noob trap. But how do I make a new material? You know what? A glass cork is so classy. Why would we ever want to change that? Yeah, that's silly of us. We would definitely never. Yeah, I don't know why we would ever want to change it from glass. That was totally an intended thing. It's like closer. Okay, sure. Right back where we started. Wish I had a transform group or multiple things. I don't see that though. So what would I do? I guess we just do it in parity. slash parallel. It's the only sane way to do it. But then boat hull's imperfect. Oh, it's even offset a little? No, maybe it's about the same. Is there a dimension where it's not? Well, it looks like it gets so much wider. That's real interesting. So much wider. Okay, where do we get that wideness from? It's a negative scale. Okay, yeah, that's massively off. How are we making this ship hull? I bet it is something about how I change the ribs. I scale the ribs. Almost need to do the same thing for the points that we're about to extrude. Or am I a fool? Do we put the transformed rib curves in here? Oh, that's not good. Okay, Dex. I might have broken you. Weird. I need another one. I need another... Maybe not even the whole thing, though. I need this. Except this is the points. just this one. Okay, better. Wonder if we want another output. Okay. It's slightly questionable. Just minorly questionable. Why did I need an outside the boat hole cutter? I don't remember. But now it seems dumb. Could that be less dumb? Maybe. We still are having a slight issue. Ooh, instant scaffolding. Love it. But I think we're actually looking for this one. Nope, not that way. Alright, I think what we're doing here is we're going to take the original, we're going to put it back the way it was, more or less. But then keep putting this one out. Why are you only a half? Alright, I don't think we used this one. I don't think we used this one because that didn't work. Just need this somewhere else. Hopefully that's good. Yeah, it's both sides outside the ship. If we even need that, I am second guessing everything. Almost good. Just need to fix that interior bit. Maybe I got turned around again though. It's a bit odd. I mean, this one's definitely curved more. Roughly the shape of the ship. I just pressed F and it... Nope. Oh yeah, I just pressed F and it... Why does it sometimes frame view with F?
I need to look at some different about the height light when it get to it.
What do you mean, Gav? Something about this, or... Oh, you mean the Twitch highlights, of course, of course. It is tricky. I never know what to highlight and what not to highlight. Wait a second. One other thing I missed. They say we're implementing a limit for highlights and uploads. This won't apply to past broadcasts or clips. So does that mean if you're at 100 hours or over, you get an extra 100 hours or over? Or is that just all new content past the 100 hours? It seems like a weird way to grandfather something in. See, I feel like it should be like this, but backwards? You just highlight your VODs? Like every VOD? Yeah, I think, yeah, Probably gonna have to rethink things. Otherwise, they're gonna get deleted like everything else. But everyone you save, maybe it'll just delete one from the other side, you know, like an older one. But if there's anything old you want saved, that, yeah, you have to be careful. I don't know. I still don't know how to flip the normal, right? That's still highly questionable. Okay, and then what does the ocean look like? Kinda. Weird. Well, it's definitely better. In some ways, besides the water in the middle. Hmm. You have a URL? What do you mean URL? Oh yeah, that one. The article URL. Yeah, Gav posted it earlier. Bullshit, because they can waste money on cons, but not any money on things for the website. Like to do story games, and that's more than an hour. I mean, that's true. Can be true. I don't know. I get what you mean, but also I feel like TwitchCon is different. You like pay money to go to TwitchCon. The tickets aren't free. So I do think that's largely paid for by the people that go to it. But I think they're also just, they're still losing money and they're probably just trying to lose less. I kind of get it. Can I like self pool? Oh, well, there we go. That helps. Just mean the other poly extrude. But yeah, that's a bummer. I'm sorry for you, Gav. It's got to be some things, right? Like there's some Castlevania that's less story heavy. Could highlight just the major bosses or something. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Because right now I'm just kind of happy I don't really use highlights too often. But it is a bummer. It is a bummer. It's a cool place to get found. To have like a whole project up that someone can see you go from start to end is nice. So yeah, I also don't highlight enough for that to really matter. I wonder if we bring down the volume of the ocean, if it will stop piercing. That'd be great. Oh yeah, but for some reason we can't get lower than, well, that's minimum radius. But aren't they all the same radius? Should not set to lower than 1.5. 0.5. Screw you. Sailing on the seas of gravel. Though it does pierce less. Highlights and uploads are different from VODs. Do you upload stuff? So highlights, VODs only last for, I think, 7 days now. It used to be 14. But then you can highlight a VOD and it will be permanent. So like you could be using Twitch for a YouTube-like experience if you really wanted to. But yeah, no one actually checks videos. Yeah, your VODs can just be made permanent. That's it. And then they're limiting how many permanent VODs you can have. Which, you gotta think, how much data is that? How many people are on the platform streaming somewhat regularly? And then, I don't know. I guess Gav highlights a high highlight usage criteria, and I would be a low highlight usage criteria. Oh, but that's clips too. Okay, that's kind of BS because you can have some of your highlights, in theory, some of your highlights could be taken off because people clip your stream. So if you have like 20 people that all make clips of the same moment, that could push you over just by the slightest amount and would like set a highlight as flagged for deletion. That makes sense. I don't like that. You get away from my VODs. You get away from my highlights. Clips don't count. Like, wait, at all? There's only highlights. Okay. Then that's less BS. Man, they should really sanitize this of the word clips altogether. Oh well, whatever. At all. Okay, that's fine. Good. Good. Then I don't see a real problem. Like, it's a huge issue to like keep paying recurring fees for your servers when no one uses it. And by no one uses it, I mean, Gab, you might be highlighting a lot of VODs, but how many views do they get? Right? People legitimately don't come to Twitch to find videos. It's like a faux pas. So, I don't know. I get it. I understand. It is nice to have a library of content though. And sometimes you get into a streamer and you find out they're a variety streamer and they played a game already that you liked, and then how do you find that game? Or like the gameplay videos that they made of the game. But in theory, hopefully they're all up on YouTube somewhere. Gav is in the 0.5%? Yeah, maybe. Very possibly. But in theory, they're going to grandfather you in, right? Doesn't this legitimately say that they're not going to affect anything posted before that? So I just wonder if you get 200 hours worth of storage limit. Oh man, what if you are at 200 hours? What if you're just getting an extra 100 hours on top of whatever you stored already? That's not so bad. Okay, but then in theory, would we not move this whole thing based off of, and I guess this too, based off of like the ocean? How would we get that to float? I'm also going to take this time because I was curious yesterday, all right? I was curious. I used a little bit of Blender while my wife was doing some tabletop role-playing. Un moment. It'll open soon. Blender just, it takes a second. There it is. Okay. So it's not great, okay? It was like less than an hour. Maybe it was an hour. But I came up with a little water sim in Blender using nodes. Isn't that neat? And then from this, I think I could actually get something to float. This is using noise, so we could get like different, hopefully different scales on the noise. The real problem is that this goes from like points to volumes to mesh, which gets a little expensive. But it does something. It's not like a simulation, it's a fake simulation. Secret Blender sessions? Yeah, maybe. I didn't know what to do yesterday. I was very antsy after going out into the world and talking to humans for like hours. And I came home and the wife, we ate food and then she was busy. So I'm like, what do I do? And yeah, I feel like this went pretty well. We just simulate the top layers. So right now we have a cube that we fill with points. The bottom is just static, and then the top we kind of like move with noise. And then we reconstitute it. So this is the moving the top bit, I think. This is doing ripples too, though. Maybe, was I trying two different things? I guess I was trying two different methods. One was using just noise, and then I was like, well, let's make some points and do ripples from those points. It's like slightly more simulated. Still can be expensive, but it's simple enough. And then from this, I think I could sample points and then like average those and maybe even get like a new normal, so that way we could like move a boat on the surface and rock the boat on the surface. I have no idea how I would do this in Houdini. I think this is supposed to be easy or something. Well, maybe not easy, but like doable. Because I keep hearing people being like, oh, the complicated bit is that you have to re-simulate things based off of each other. And I'm like, okay, so if we do the first water simulation, how do we just put the boat on and not displace the water by the boat? I'll take that. I'll totally take that as a starter. For what can be done in physics. Can it though? How much can I control it in physics? Also, would it do the whole thing? Because again, we're literally just doing like a layer on the top. Does this one show it? Yeah, so everything below is still, and we're literally slicing the top off of the shape, filling that with the points, and then just messing up the top. And then reconstituting. So part of me thinks this might even be more efficient if we're isolating. I may have stolen some of these ideas from Houdini, which also seems to just mess with the top layer. Which makes sense. You don't really need to move around filled voxels that will never be unfilled, right? You've done it? You posted a vid? I'm interested. Fluid sim is a little bit heavy. Hey, Callus, how are you doing? Okay. Checking vid. Where did you post it? Is that in Denizen Art some time ago? Like a million years ago? Is it even gonna let me scroll back that far? Oh man, the memories. All the memories, all the one-upsmanship. Great. Cool past characters. I'm looking, I don't see it though. Some time ago. Yeah, how am I gonna find that now? Anyway, yeah, fluid sim's always going to be heavy, right, Callus? It's a lot of points. And yeah, I wonder how... Yo, Houdini, just open. I hate the Houdini console. I wish I could, like, assassinate the Houdini console. Just make it so it never opened again. I never have to choose between two windows when I'm opening Houdini. I just click on Houdini and it pops open. It's like, oh yeah, me. And not like some bullshit that I'm never going to use. Horrible console. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I see this water sim as being that much better. I'm sure it is in some ways, but I kind of hate it. I kind of hate what I've had to put together to get it to work. I'm sure there's better ways. I'm sure I did it wrong, but man, does it seem cringe. Okay, clicking. Enter your birthday. Screw you. Yo, I hate Discord in a browser. Can I be the first to say that? The first and only? No one else has ever said this ever? Discord in a browser is literally the worst thing I've ever had to deal with. Enter your birthday? Can you just die in a fire? You don't get to know my birthday. It happens to be January 1st. What is the oldest date you have? It happens to be January 1st, 1873. Thank you very much. No, I don't want to sign up. I'm part of your garbage system already. Okay, I see. I see now. Cool. I like it. You had to render this, right? There's no way that's real time? Like my beautiful little blobby thing? Cool. But yeah, we could do that. We could do that with GeoNodes. 1880. It wouldn't let me get past. What did I say? 1883, 1873. I don't know, something. So I'm old, I guess. But I don't feel a day past 300. I'm amused. Are you amused? Highly amused. Respectful age. You wonder how the companies use that data? You know, it's going to be very relevant. Very relevant. Someday, at some point, you have to pass beyond like retirement advertising. I wonder if there's some sort of like vampire or immortal advertising things that just like the demographic is impossible to get into, to actually see the ads. But maybe I hacked it. Maybe I'm going to get the good ads now. You only use Discord in the browser? Avoid the desktop app with extreme prejudice. Well, I mean, I guess if your browser works, sure. Every time I click into Discord, it like tries to open a browser to the app. I'm trying to think. I never really thought doing it in a browser was viable. I think for reasons it always like made me like try to download the desktop app or like wouldn't know who I was or what I was doing. So I was like, you know what, let me just get the desktop app. And now all of a sudden for reasons it's clicking me into the browser. I'm having similar but complete opposite issues. How do I can I like delete myself? Yeah, delete this account. I hate it. I kind of hate it. I don't know why they don't open the actual app anymore. But then again, oh, it's because they don't know how to do their link copying correctly. You right click and you try to copy something and there's a bunch of options and none of them are like clear to what they're going to do. Some of them are like, oh, we're going to take you into Discord now. And some of them are like, oh, we're just going to show you the thing that was posted. Weird. Trying to approach you for extension of your gravesite maintenance? You know, that would be an interesting one. Does that mean that, would that mean, are there undead living in cemeteries? Or is that just too on the nose? BDB sounds bad. Why don't I have an ocean that looks like an ocean? How did, Houdini? The right click jacking? But then copy message link, copy text. If something has a link in it already, then it already has a copy message link, copy link from message, copy whatever it is. Like if it was I don't know, because if it embeds, then the embedded object itself can be copied separately. It's, what a mess. What a mess. Please fix. But most of that might be my mentality. Someone fix my brain, please. And every time I just feel lost in Houdini. Now what? Because I don't like that. I don't think anything I did made the ocean much better. But also, it's hard to see. It's like just as slow. It's really 5 times faster.
I'd like to offer shock therapy. We arrange for a trip to the railroad.
I'm gonna pass on any pre-purchased tickets. Thank you. Oh, Train Spotting. Yeah, I never saw that movie. Should I go back and see that? I heard it was depressing, horribly traumatizing. Is that another of the Aronofsky films? Really cool, but they take it out of you, you know? It's a whole emotional commitment. Uh, 12. Oh, that was the actual size. 6.
Ha 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 ha.
It's a fun movie, although you didn't mean that.
Ha 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 ha.
Wait, what? Now I'm very confused.
Ha 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 ha.
Yep. Yep. I'm glad we made you laugh, Kroji. Part of why we're here. Oh, I killed it. Sort of. Yeah, more or less. Or does it not have more or less? This should be the wave frequency. Yo, what? So it seems to have the same pattern size. That's super annoying. Okay, trying crit scale.
The cheap ones are now the same voice. Ha. Ha.
Oh crap, I put TTS option in by, you know what, we're gonna fix that right now because I have no idea what else I want to do today. Houdini really takes it out of me. Okay, all right, we're changing that up. It's gonna get a different voice. We can't just give it Brian. That's premium. That's the premium stuff. Not if you're sitting in the cheap seats, sir. Channel Ponce. Is it this guy? This? Brian, you're gonna be... Joanna? What do you sound like?
Hi, Joanna here with all your important updates.
Okay, that's a valid voice. It's kind of smooth. It's kind of a smooth voice. So many names. So many names to choose from. Not sure if that was Joanna. Could have been Karen from HR. Not you too. Yeah, maybe. There's a Sally with an I. Wish there were more. There's already so many. Already so many. And I think there's a way to do custom ones locally, but I don't, that's too much for me. All right, we're going to give Joanna a stay of execution for now. We'll see. Maybe she gets the axe, though. Maybe she's a Karen. I just want more waves than that. What happens if we do surface thickness?
Har.
I mean, it's okay. Do you like her? Look at this looking. Updates to the enforcement system. Easier for you to track your violation history. Interesting. Reduce the risk of streamers losing their communities and livelihoods for low severity violations. That what? An attention grabbing statement.
Har. 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 Har.
Oh, interesting. People bringing up some ish about how big earners are going to get more leniency, and that's true. And you know, we all expect it, right? Surface velocity, smoothing, drop smoothing. We want rough surfaces. I hope that's what that means. Moving all the way down.
Har. 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 Har.
Cool. So what's your favorite? Or you're still testing? I'll be patient. No smoothing. Wonder if the smoothing makes it less jittery. Seems kind of jittery. Velocity? Want up or down? I don't think we actually need that. 2 should be fine. What if there's lots of displacement? Turn your smoothing down. Do you do something? No. What is velocity? Throw velocity in there. Oh. I don't know what any of these are. We're just going to have to trash the scene once we figure out what's going on, because I've touched everything. Wait, Crowdry, if you're done laughing, what's your favorite laugh? Which voice feels like home to you?
So, TTS option is the same as disembodied voice of the 500th and as voice of reason. They are all three the same voice, but now the woman voice. Not complaining, but don't think this is what you meant to do.
You know what? I'm going to say Brian and other dude were never that far off. Okay, wait. We're looking. So wait. Trying to figure out who's who. So like Ivy should still be there, right? I don't know how this would have messed up.
This is Ivy har ha 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 har har.
Okay, yeah, wait, that doesn't sound like Ivy. Hold on. Did I make the mistake of doing any yeah, hold on. This is me being dumb. All right, there we go. Sorry, fixed. Fixed. Now they should all be back. Yeah, you can set one to respond to every channel point redeem, and that will just override every other one. So let's try that again.
Hi Ivy here, ha 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 har 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 yar.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we're good. Sorry. Thank you for doing the check. I count on responsible viewers like you. Do I need to put something in that's going to cause more turbulence or something? Or is it this? Resolution. No, it still seems to be moving very similarly. Oh. Cool. That makes it run better. Okay, that too big. Opposite of that. Need to re-render. That might be better. It's just hard to see. How do you mesh? How are you supposed to mesh it? That's the question.
Hollow. 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 Hollow dot lolo har har 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 lo harlo 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 har.
They're very good. Very good. I brought back all the other voices and now you're using the voice that overtook everything. That's healthy. I know I touched everything. Oh, grid scale. Nope, that still looks ugly. How do we mesh this stupid water? Should we try a new voice? I could pop on a new voice. I could do it very easily right now. So speak up. Houdini Ocean. What am I missing? Water surfaces. They have a ripple solver. Do I need the ripple solver to make a proper ocean? And then I go to ocean and it just shows me the BS stuff. Click this button to get a small ocean. Click this button for a large ocean. Oh, it immediately wants to cache crap. Or at least the steps for ocean wants me to cache crap. And they don't have any pictures. Oh wait, there we go.
Boat offload.
Botar float. Good. How do we float it? Also, what's an ocean spectrum?
Boat are flowed.
Do I want to know? What is the meaning of this? That's it. What the spectrum? Man, there's just too many stupid contexts that are completely different from one another, yet they're all somewhat node-based.
Batadishin Dutch.
Oh, I see. Who pronounces it best? So confused. There's too much to this. There's too much to this. It's really annoying.
Me.
Okay. Okay. That's to be expected though, right? All right, do we need to test a new voice? Do we ditch Joanna? Hmm. Or waves, what do you want? Wave instancing points. Wait, do we actually have to give it points? Delete that. I don't want to do that. This also wants instancing points. Are these instancing points though? I don't know, this doesn't even show anything. Alright, throw in an ocean waves. Are these points, do you show anything? Good.
I would only want to go for the most Dagon voice with the crazy mood swings like Randall.
Like Randall, have you been doing a research? Okay, hold on, we can switch Joanna for Randall and see what that's like. Yo, there literally is no Randall. Oh, but you're talking about Prime. Yeah, see, Prime has its own thing running locally, right? I don't know if any of these are going to be that good. If I can be very real with you. We could try Ravina, though. Goodbye, Joanna.
Heroicina here, best voice, hands down. But I have no hands.
It's okay. Oh, I totally spelled her name wrong. Oops, sorry, Ravina. That makes sense. Yep. She pronounced what I typed wrong perfectly. All right, Ravina. You get a couple of minutes. We're going to run out at this point, though. Or at this rate. Why does it feel like there's a million ways to do oceans, and none of them are that similar? Or maybe they are, and they're just always like, hey, go click these weird buttons. Instead of like, oh, no matter how you made this node, this is how you use the node. Because that does not seem to be what I'm looking at. But wait, the flip uses the ocean source? No, it's a fluid tank. But then it will do the flip? I'm not gonna lie, I'm bouncing off this. This is like... I could read through this and do this. I just so don't want to. Have you ever been there? The modular microsolver nodes. How would I even find those? In here somewhere? Save as ocean. Duh. Okay. You said micro. Modular microsolver. That's the problem though. Is it here? Is it in here? It's not there. I made some dumb object somewhere, right? Objects. Microphone. Cool. Love that. I'm seeing nothing. In the shop? Man, this program. Like, you know, we wanted to make nodes, but we thought there might be an end to the nodes that we would make, so we decided to make the same nodes over in different contexts. Under dynamics? You don't know which names they use? Okay. Oh, but then where do I get dynamics? I don't see anything here. That's in the stage. Back to here, back to the ocean. There's dynamics. Where are them microsolvers? I'm looking. It's like an NPM. There's just so many solvers. It's too much. Not named micro? Those are all parts of it. It's all too much. They just have a car rig node. It's all too much. And that's in Vellum. No, wait, maybe that wasn't. That was RBD. Which would be rigid body? I would assume. These. Okay. Fem validate, tet fracture. The flips. Let's not talk about the flips. I'm almost sad that I got this far. I got just far enough to make something that I can kind of recognize as a crucial step in what I want to do. And now I so wish spacebar was gonna play. Actually did. Alt V is gonna paste? I hate this program. Oh, I can't even tell. This might just look like trash. I don't know what to do because I don't want to. I do not want to have to go through this stuff. And then if I could just complain in general, right? Like, okay, cool. So we have oceans, one big page for all the ocean stuff. And then we have all the buttons that do ocean things when you click buttons. The rendering, cool. You need a whole part about rendering. They just slipped in a masterclass right in the middle, right in between those two topics. Great, cool. Differences between BS, whatever, who cares? Waves, good. Tracking, useful. Understanding the network of nodes. Okay, almost useful, except it's like 4 steps. Cool. Another 3 steps. For the whitewater, sure. Changing the look. It never shows the connections of these. Where's the spectrum? There is no spectrum. Again, it's just another context that they've jumped into casually. And then you go down to the bottom after they show you all these cool pictures that you don't know how to get. And they're like, here, understanding the ocean surface nodes. And then they just give you 4 paragraphs. Like, is this not... The whole freaking page was supposed to be understanding freaking ocean surface nodes. Don't give me a little blurb at the bottom that's like, oh, hey, we forgot what we were supposed to do here. So when we remembered, we just like shoehorned it in at the end and it's bad. So like, haha, fuck you. Like, screw Houdini. Most unfun environment to like go through documentation of. Documentation is really bad. Got to roll your own 3D program? I'm saying it more and more. I'm saying it to the point where I might actually do it someday. I should make a new doc? You're not wrong. If I ever understand it. It's like, I don't know if I can today. I might need to do something else that's a little bit more relaxing. A little too wound up from whatever. Isn't that great? Isn't that fantastic? Maybe like 1 ripple, 2 ripples. So should be adding instead of multiplying? Well, it is an offset. I guess it mostly goes down though. It's not that different. Yeah, you just need a lot of points to actually get it to look like water. Going to Cryog's favorite program? You know, it's a coincidence. It is merely a coincidence. Actually, why aren't they adding? I feel dumb. Like, should... This should be for every point that exists. We're going to raise it or move it by how close it is to the ripple point. Oh. Oh. Am I just creating standing waves? They're like canceling each other out. I think middle of this year you're gonna end Houdini program because you're going to hate it. I might. I very well might. It would be so much better for me, I think, if I was not already invested in like Embergen and Liquigen, which do simulations that Houdini does easier than Houdini does them. Did I mess with Blender's fluid sim at any point? I don't know if I did, actually. Should we do it? Is that something we should embark on now? Not saying I should. Fair. I mean, I like the idea that some of the more complicated things are available as nodes in Houdini. It's if I knew how to hook any of them up to each other, or I could actually get documentation that just showed examples of graphs that weren't completely disconnected and in completely different weird contexts. Like, what is this? I'm sure this is some weird place I could be. I have to click into some sort of node, but what? None of this is like an example of how to make an ocean. Or they do it so broad brush, as if it's like, oh, there's like a million ways that you're going to want to do an ocean. And I think at this point, I'm like, I don't believe that there's going to be a million ways that I want to do an ocean. I think there's like maybe 3 or 4. And maybe one of them is just the button to create a box of water that looks like an ocean, sure. But I think a majority of things just want like a regular freaking fluid sim and just have so many stupid... No, we'll figure it out, whatever. So yeah, Blender, I don't really want to touch anything in the physics or simulation stuff. Unless they expose it in geometry nodes. I think I'd want to do simulations in geometry nodes if I can. But everything outside of Blender is put together really poorly and hard to connect things. So like, yeah, I'm not going there. You know what I mean. Houdini's almost there though. Kind of cool. That point's higher. You get the top density higher. So this is the bottom. Found a video, but it's from a year ago? 20 minutes. Okay, I might watch this later. Maybe it's interesting. Oh wait, he has a thing that looks like my thing, but in Blender. There are always points. When do they mesh?
I was only help.
Yeah, no, I got you. Yeah, I might try it later. He did the exact same thing I did. I hate that. I hate when I go through like a 20-minute video to find out that he did the exact same thing I did. Right? VDB from particles? Yep. He just probably said it better. Hmm. Wait, VDB from particles. Then a VDB smooth. Okay. Sure. VDB smooth. Can't tell if it was an SDF or not. Whatever.
Sorry about this.
I mean, smooth helps. That's alright, Gab. I appreciate you. You're trying. I'm struggling. Like a reshape? I don't know if we need a reshape. Okay, smooth. Convert VDB. Okay, sure. Is it not already polygons? Not quite. Okay. That's kind of water-like, I guess. Okay. Fair. Still have to figure out the waves. That kind of works. Oh yeah, but in this scenario, the bottle's always broken. And we can't set the... I don't know how to set the cork. Okay, wait, we can... Assign materials. And then it's probably going to be like in the editor. Okay, wait. Maybe how do you make a new material? Hit rocks. Sure. You're here. But can I even get you onto the thing? That's the question. Stormy seas? That's alright, Gav. I don't want to go too far. I'm not really trying to copy people. Just trying to figure out how to connect some things here and there. I don't know. Part of me thinks if I am constantly having to look up tutorials because nothing works, obviously, kind of not worth doing. Especially when there are workarounds to get things like what Houdini can do. And I see more and more of them coming out of Blender, honestly. Oh, I don't even think they're using water for this. Okay, wait. Spectrum, evaluate. But yeah, then it doesn't have the depth. Because this has no bottom to it. And I don't know if it ever gets a bottom. It's just making like a surface for it. Okay. That's alright, Gav. How do I take off the wireframe? So, good. That's the grid. Render view. I don't even remember where I turned it on. Is this it? Flat shaded? Good. Oh, this ripples the bottom too. So many issues. Am I also seeing weird things around the bottle? First I thought these discs were just kind of like in the bottle, but I'm starting to see some weird things on the outside. All the way up to there. I wonder if any of this would render correctly. But I still don't know how to render. Two scene views, but nothing. I don't know. I don't know. It's not like anything's quite put together with basic things either. Is there a camera? Supposedly it had many, but I don't. You tell me. How would we get to camera? Where preview? Oh, I literally have no idea. Because tree view is not a real hierarchy. Do we create a camera? What was that other camera one? Scene import camera. Is this actually going to be from a USD file or something? Or is this going to be like the camera that is the viewport? Okay, great. So if I have these cameras, how do you plug them into anything? How do you render anything out? Mix-up warning here. Setup depends on which renderer you use. What's the easiest one? I don't know if I'm doing final renders in Houdini. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. What is the fastest one? So I can actually just see any output. Tell me I'm going to hate Houdini without explicitly saying that I'm going to hate Houdini. You did it, Callus. Right there. Older renderer can use materials from the library assigned in the geograph. Okay. So the newer one can't use materials from the library? Is the library outdated? I mean, I already think the material palette, I can't get to some of this crap. Like if I'm in here and we go to material, I don't think there's any way for me to get to, I don't know. I don't know where it is. I don't know where anything is. Like, there's only one material for some reason. Matte, is it in here? Rocks. Does this work? Okay, fine. That kind of worked. But would these materials work? Newer XPU renderer needs the USD setup in Solaris view, and materials are assigned there separately, and lights. That sounds like absolute 100% torture. I have to assign materials separately to something that I possibly procedurally generated out of a bunch of different parts. So I guess the older renderer is the only real option without causing self-harm. But then how do we camera? Also has 0 intuitive guiding features anywhere for the fun of it. Man, I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know if anything in Houdini is worth it when you have something that's close enough with Blender. Like, it's only a matter of time. They have hair in nodes. It's only a matter of time before they do proper like simulations in nodes. I mean, you could do it already yourself now, but I'm sure they will prepackage those. And it feels like Blender could actually catch up to Houdini super fast. The beauty of Houdini is it has too many old systems that don't work together. So many options that you don't want to use. The explanation you got is it's multi-user. Artists can build graphs on it simultaneously. That's horrible. That's horrible. I don't know. Sorry, staring off into space, thinking about how much I hate this, how much I don't want to use this. I'm trying to internally wrestle with how worth Houdini is. Like, the only way I got okay with Blender was discounting 75% or more of the program as utter trash that I will never touch. But it has a small area carved out just for me that works fine. Ish. Fine-ish. Houdini, you're always just kind of like a few pixels away from having to deal with some real crap. And it's all integrated. Poorly. Alright, gonna shower? Cool, cool. Have a nice shower, Gav. I think I kind of see what's happening. Okay, that might be okay if it had more definition. And that's the only issue. Guess we should do another multiply to make them go lower over time. Distance, divide that by a number. Maybe a clamp. There's a clamp somewhere, right? Or is it somewhere else? Clamp. You even look like a math node. Why would you not just be whatever? How is range different than min max? That's not right. Unless it is different seed. Hmm. Is it always leaving the bottom bald or the center? Okay, wait, multiply and then maybe a divide by just the number of things we're going to do. Yeah, perfect. Love that. Okay, fine. That needs to be there, I guess. Yeah, okay. You're perfect. It's like a speaker. Another gotcha warning for materials. If you recall, the Material X is a newer system, and yeah, the interoperability between different mats and renderers is probably not guaranteed. And for simulations, when you were testing it, some fire smoke materials did not work with the new renderer. I don't know. You noped out of there, right, Catless? You were like, nope, Houdini, I will take no more of your BS. Hmm. Yeah, height. Okay, so it's like boiling, right? Boiling's fine. Boiling is that thing the water does. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. And I think at the end of the day, we're going to have the same situations that I have with other things with Houdini, which is like VDBs, as cool as things look when they are simulated and volumetric, nothing knows how to render them properly. Or you need to set up other crap. It's weird. So like everything I put out of EmberGen, right? EmberGen will be like, this is the color of your flame. This is the color of your smoke. Your flame can create smoke. And it will export all of these point datas that will tell you temperature. And then you have to somehow translate temperature into color again. But that step of like, we're going to break it down into something completely BS, and then you're going to have to build up the same system all over again because we do not have colors built in and our temperature goes into some weird ass scale. It's VDBs. Everything is going to be problematic with that. So to be like, oh, well, Houdini might handle this better. I don't think it will. I think it's an open source format issue. You know what I mean? So like, great, I can learn Houdini, which gives me problems, and then ends up giving me more problems. Or I can stick with EmberGen, which gives me fewer problems, and I end up with, you know, just the existing problems that I have, instead of throwing more crap on the pile. Okay, that looks like trash. Is it too many? I bet it's too many. My only problem is not getting the bigger. I think how I did it before, because I got a pretty decent water sim. And if you just add enough ripples, but the ripples have to be correct. There might be a part where it needs to like the highest part needs to travel out, and each ripple is a pretty similar height right now. Hmm. Okay. Invert this amount so it'll be higher towards the origin. Okay. Yeah, something went a little weird. Thank you, Catless, for pointing that out. Excellent. Yeah. Sorry if I killed any of you or gave you tinnitus. Not my intent. It's so ball-like. Alright, this will either be nothing or 1 point. And then maybe we just go until we find 1 point.
Is this porridge? Or ice cream? Oh no, this looks so cursed.
You're not wrong. Definitely looks cursed. They're like fountains. Okay, wait, the divide is too much. Now that's like a fountain at the Bellagio or some crap. That's not right. But then we need to send this highest point out.
Yes, but fountains of what TF?
Listen, ice cream sounded good. Slightly melted ice cream. Mm-hmm. Because that's exactly how ice cream stacks, and nothing else stacks like that. Nope, not at all. That seems like they're going backwards. It's just like there's not enough points. Which is this guy. Density.
It looks like the thing and the blob had a baby.
The thing and the blob had a baby. I mean, that sounds great. I wish them all the best for their very difficult to control part rock, part bubblegum child. Isn't that what the thing was at the end? They just like microwaved bubblegum and photographed it or something? How do we make a truly irresponsible amount of points? You go 0.1. I think the issue might be... Yeah, see, that's starting to look better. Maybe, I think. I think it's just the threshold over here. Oh yeah, that's huge. Okay, no activity. Oh, that was bad. Or do we do density? It's 64 here and then 8.4 here. I see no difference. Does volume density not actually matter? That's somewhat believable. Oh yeah, and then radius. Radius is something we control. And we put it in a really bad place. No, but then the bottom needs to get denser. Oh man, this got tricky. Sorbetti fountain? Ooh, wait, what is a sorbetti fountain? I got nothing. I got nothing. Google gives me like bird bath fountains. Imagine the required engineering to keep the state just right. Yeah, that'd be pretty crazy. Though I think, don't we have things like that? We have giant pools to study like waves and standing waves and such. I'm sure if you got the frequencies right, you could create some like really beautiful standing waves. Mountains of water just standing there waiting to crash. How many points do we actually have though? Hello, point count. Pause. Please read this out to me. 18. I want simple. Still too many. 8. Three. Sure. Then, I don't know, is there something over here to do? Not a simple trick? You don't think anyone's made one just yet? That might be true. But the feat of engineering that have been accomplished here and there, still pretty impressive. I think it was a Veritasium one. Yeah, it might not be the exact thing we're talking about, but they do have a giant pool. I don't remember how many slats, but the side of the pool can push in, so they can create whatever frequency and type of wave they want in something, I think, bigger than an Olympic swimming pool. It has to be much bigger. I think he was in the middle in a dinghy. But who knows? My memory's not great. But then I wonder how much you could do with just acoustics, right? Does that kind of look like water? Maybe. You know what? I'm being silly. I should just create 1 point. Throw that in. Okay, so many things to tweak. Oh yeah, I think that makes the center a little bit bigger. Or maybe not. Hmm. I guess divide right now is just by 1. Yeah, more ripples. Man, it shows that they're not getting bigger. Okay, yeah, amplitude is going to be the next big portion, I think. Acoustics for Water Sim makes you think of Jurassic Park. And can we not think about Jurassic Park? It's such an incredible movie, and it is not fair that somehow they made it before any of the tools that we use like existed. Like they accidentally made Maya while trying to make digital dinosaurs. It hurts me, okay? Hurt cuts deep. Here I am bumbling around with established software, having a hard time getting what I want. And people just imagined dinosaurs and made programs to make them. All right, I'll digress. If you recall, the footstep ripples didn't actually work. They had to cheat in some way. I mean, wait, what did they try that didn't work? Okay, so this is with 3 ripples. It's like an ocean. We just, I think, need more ripples and yeah, the amplitude. Because they all the same. Ah, now it's Dippin' Dots. I think I could do that. You're back? How's it going? Going okay. It's going okay. Just puttering around with doing some ripples. Talking a little bit about Jurassic Park. Because the water ripple thing is cool. Not gonna lie. Every once in a while, there's like I'm about to go off on another tangent. So when trucks go by, house shakes, right? Just a fact of life. This happens. When earthquakes happen, I do not always feel them. Strange, right? Um, Maybe not so strange. Obviously, localized forces at a particular amplitude are going to be more noticeable. But man, I always look at any sort of glass of standing liquid whenever there's some sort of vibration. I'm just like, am I the only one? Can the world feel this too? And surprisingly, not always. Isn't that odd? Man, I can't talk today. Apologies. Mm-mm. Oh, that's a good point. Hmm. Yeah, that does sound hard. Hmm. Got another thing to help with rendering, but you didn't post it. Yeah, maybe we'll try it tomorrow. I can only take so much Houdini in a day. That's interesting. So it's just... Wait, did they move up to a base? Yeah, base strings, right? Oh, that's brilliant. Love it. There's an update to Hades 2 coming? I haven't even played Hades 2. Hades 1 is good. It doesn't make me feel like I needed a Hades 2. Because there's still so much Hades 1. Ooh, this looks cool though. Nope, not like that. And Windows sucks. Microsoft's such a horrible company. Seems interesting. Yeah, it doesn't look that different from the first. Just like new enemies and stuff. Which is cool. The formula is pretty good for the first one. Okay, wait, that still looks kind of ugly. It's like a little bit better. It's so blobby because they're all points. They're all points. So we just need way more points, right? Yeah, there's also this. That does not quite make an ocean. Dev, did you play Hades 1? Did you ever beat Hades 1? Look at this, okay? Clicking. Rolling out a new storage tracker in your video producer page later today to let you know your current storage status across highlights and uploads. Something tells me they're not going to respect the previous uploads. I know they explicitly say it, but please. How long until they have an accidental server update and they lose some sort of info, you know? Oops, we accidentally just deleted everything. RIP. The top gets a little bit filled. It's still so blobby. Like I'm gonna go crazy with this. I mean, Blender's not slowing down, but I think we're just gonna hit a wall where it goes from working perfectly fine to working really bad. What does threshold do? I don't know. Did I look at the photo? Hmm. Yeah, where is the like... I guess it says explicitly that they're not going to count against this limit. Interesting. I mean, that's promising. I think, mostly. So when is that coming out? It says later today. Okay. So yeah, you'll be able to check and see how bad it's going to be for you. Why does that not look... very frustrating. It's It's just so blobby. It kind of looks like 3 sources of water bubbling up. Kinda. Like if you get far enough away. Still ugly. So now we have more density and it's still too ball-like. That increased the density. And there's a lot of little things that tweak in this. And if we just had more point, I don't know if I like this balancing act. A lot of people are not happy about it. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of fear mongering. But yeah, I do wonder how many people will actually be affected by it. It's so flat. That's way too low. It's just not quite wave-like. Season 2 of Last of Us is out April 13th. That's cool. That's cool. I'm caught up on Sakamoto Days. And that is really good, but at the same time, I need more. Waiting is not my strong point. Oh, the other issue. This.
What you think of Sakamoto Days?
I like it so far. It's pretty good. At first, I was like, wait a second, this is just Way of the House Husband. And then I guess I kind of see where they have a plot that's going somewhere. But it does make me think, like, I don't know, should I talk about it in a way that might give spoilers? Well, spoilers. I find it odd that they're starting with a premise. Like, Sakamoto Days is the name of the convenience store that the best assassin in the world is currently running as a retired assassin. But we're already a few episodes in, and it seems like he's coming out of retirement to deal with some stuff. It just makes me wonder, like, by the second season or third season, is it even going to be anywhere related to Sakamoto Days, the convenience store, or are we just going to fully evolve? Makes me wonder if we, like, Way of the House Husband, he never broke character. There's no point where he went back to the mob. Like, it was just funny and episodic and, like, a real badass trying to deal with day-to-day life in his own way. Sakamoto's great, but I have no idea where it's going to be in a couple seasons, you know? So it's cool so far. But I do wonder about their direction. Yeah, what do you think? I mean, I think you're a fan. I think you've mentioned, but it doesn't hurt to ask. Can I make this 256 now? Check out, this is a rundown for a render setup for Karma. If you want to check it out sometime, yeah, we might do that for tomorrow. Because, like, I super need a primer on rendering if we're going to get anything done. Especially if some things are going to end up rendering differently. Like volumes, you can't really get a great idea of before you start rendering. So yeah, let me throw this into the Houdini folder. And maybe we'll check this out tomorrow. Whole thing should be 20 minutes at the max. 20 minutes to explain how to get a render done. Okay. Thank you for that. Let's see. So there's 2 hours of the first season. There's 11 episodes of first, and second one's coming back in the summer. You like the shit out of it? It is a cool one. It's good so far. But they also seem to be adding a person every episode, which is also like, where is this gonna end up? You read all the manga that's out? Cool. Is the manga still going? Yeah, this needs all sorts of tweaking to get back to a water-like situation. I think maybe if we put more points in Make them ripple for longer. What about speed? So manga's still ongoing. Excellent, excellent. How many seasons are there of the manga? We found the perfect wrong time for that. Yeah, it's true. What am I doing? Is it the offset or it's offset is additive, and maybe we are like canceling things out. Not quite. How did I do this before? Am I using actual distance? That could be the issue. Maybe we're supposed to be doing 2D distance. XX, Y to Y. Can't say a lot about the series. And volumes? There's 20 volumes. 15's out soon in the UK. And there's over 201 chapters. How much does season 1 take up? Is that going to be a volume? Or is that like 2 volumes? This distance, which is a 2-dimensional distance, instead of the 3D distance. There's too many. 116, we do not need that many. That is absolutely a problem. Sure. These points really suck, though. This is tough. Maybe we should just do the top. I don't know. Gonna be a lot of volumes? Yeah. So episodes you're on is on volume 2 now. Yeah, see, if you're going to tell me that there's going to be 20 seasons of Sakamoto Days, and by the end of season, not even the end of season 1, we're only halfway through season 1. We're already deviating from the core concepts. And adding a new character every episode, like, I have no idea if I'm going to like it tomorrow. I like it so far, it's really cool. But yeah, I'm not great at predicting the future of some of these things. Let's try an absolute value. I think I had max of like 20 points when this worked before. But they would also happen at different points, at different times. I mean, that could be worse. Bring the speed down again. You know? They're still a bit round. I would like them to get a little bit pointier, but it's something. Well, like fewer points are better. So core 1 will end on chapter 36. Okay. And come back on the summer of the next episode. You think it's right where 36 is? Okay. Could go over more about Friday. That series is good. Sure. Yeah, I'd love to hear it. If it's not terrible. Might be getting close to local maximum though. And I wonder if I could add an extra point in, or a couple of points around where the boat is to create extra ripples. You won't spoil anything? Keep it less spoiler and talk about another series? But yeah, please don't spoil anything, but I'm caught up, so I don't mind talking about it. Talk about a series and how it works. I mean, every series is different, right? It's like Sakamoto Days. How would that be applicable to something else, like My Hero Academia or something? Or One Piece. One Piece would be a decent example, because I have seen a bunch of that. No worries. Other core things? That's what you mean? Okay. Cool, yeah, I'll be around Friday. Or I should be anyway. It's not like going in instead out, is it? Yeah, maybe it's good enough. I wonder if that one's a bit better. Actually, yeah, starting to kind of like that. You'll use a whiteboard or paper? Cool, cool. I love diagrams. Yeah, but our bottom layer of water is now trash. Can we add two volumes together? Or would you just need to convert to something else and then back to a volume? Volumes to mesh, mesh pool, pooled mesh to volume, something. I don't know how to get the bottom now. How do we fill the jar? Also, layers of water are subpar. It's near the weekend, and it is getting there, isn't it? Today's Wednesday. 2 more days, and then we get a nice fat vacation. By fat vacation, I mean 2 days on the weekend. We just came out of President's Day, which I did not use well. I wonder if I should just like have the top layer, extrude it all the way down, and then flatten the bottom. Or get the bottom to fit. You know, turning a thing into a volume and distributing points in volume was the way I was going to fill things. I guess we could still fill it with more points, but that's a lot of points and it kind of defeats the purpose. What if we do a join? What if we did? Here, we add those together. This radius will be big. So I can't just add them together. Which is a shame. There's no volume merge or anything. So you just have to go back to points. Which I might as well just make the number of points that I need in the first place, if we're going to do it that way. I'll delete that. Okay, fine. Is this going to break the bank? Oh, doesn't look good. What is the threshold? Is that for a mode that I'm not in? Like random or something? So tomorrow you won't be here on my stream? Cool. Yeah, you're going to like London or something, right? Yo, it moves absolutely slow. Yo, it's 5:41, man. I forgot to take a break. I didn't even work on the boat today. I mean, I worked on Houdini boat, and we did do some restructuring there, which was slightly vital. And in the ocean, like we got it to be smooth, but now it pierces. Why does it pierce? Like we do have something to cut the water out, but that doesn't like stay. I don't know. Hope I don't get annoyed by it tomorrow. What? Thank you, Gav. Future danger problem with Houdini? Yeah. True. Yeah, we'll get into it, but I wasn't quite anticipating the types of issues. I was thinking it's just complicated and not that half of the program is like a dead cruft that I guess half the program is new crap that you would never want to use. I think that's the vibe I'm getting. It's that the new stuff is actually worse than the old stuff. But it's still mixed in. Yeah, how do I get the ocean to be in a thing? I don't know. Will I ever know? Maybe. Like we start with a source, but then you boundary layer. But at the end of the day, I really just want to be in Liquigen, right? I really just want to import the bottle into Liquigen, and I want to. So I guess Liquigen can't float anything. But if I take the boat and I put it in the bottle, I can get Liquigen to give me a nice water mesh. And then I guess I can take the water mesh and like glue the boat to the top of it with some tilt and stuff in Blender. I don't know, it's all ugly. Oh yeah, and then when did these come from? It's like today we did a little bit of reorganizing the way that I think it should happen, and we ended up with so many weird bugs that I can't really explain. Cause like yeah, these rings don't exist if we look at it the other way. Yeah. I might wrap up a little bit early today. I might. Today's been a day. I kind of have a boat, and then there's water that's not in the boat. Yo, I wish I could move around this program. That would be fantastic if like the camera worked. Yo, what kind of weird gymnastics did I just have to do to get inside the boat? Okay, so why does the boat look so different? Looks real ugly. Why did the siding get small? Anyway, at least, yeah, I think the water's not inside the ship. Like, mostly. I don't know. None of this is going well. We had some quick starts, but man, do you just get stuck in the mud. Think about whether we should wrap up early. Maybe we'll just poke Blender a little bit. No. No. Not more. Because I really don't know what to do with this. This is like an interesting idea that needs to evolve a little bit more because we've hit a wall. I still wish we could subdivide just one surface. Like just the top of a cube. Because if we could do that, then we might not even need this. We could just use the vertices on the top to deform up and down. I don't know. I need a break. And I don't have time for a break. So maybe I'll just end early. Just a little early. This runs so poorly now. Oh, still, I guess this one. All right, yeah. It's a good time too and early. Yeah, it's not too early. It's the right time. So yeah, let's wrap up. I think ear end is still streaming, so I'll throw you over there. And then I am gonna run away. I think I need to walk. You know? Let's see, what is ear end up to? Making some stuff, doing some things. Right. Well, anyway, thank all my Lord Christmas Chaz, my VOD watchers. I appreciate each and every one of you very much. I hope to see you again tomorrow between 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when we'll be back doing something. Something. So a slight chance we'll take a complete deviation from everything we're doing. Just a little break. Or maybe moving too quickly. We'll see. Thank you all for joining me. I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Oops, that's not the right screen. Hold on. This one. Yeah, stream ending. Have a good one. Bye-bye.